Okay, Morgan, 63 last week, which was good. This is a harder paper, so it'll be interesting to see if you can manage to perform strongly in this paper as last week's. Right, you need to put the 0 in there. That's turned out to be quite a common mistake. Just because the calculator doesn't add a 0, the calculator doesn't know you're working with money. So you have to put that 0 in. 3176 is correct. This hasn't answered the question. The question is asking how much is the discount. This tells you how much it was after the discount. However, they'll give you full marks. That's what I was just checking. 120, 80, 200. That one's wrong. This is what 400 square centimeters, and again in an exam you can just measure your page. So your page is about 20 centimeters that way, it'll be about 30 centimeters that way, so 20 times 30 would be about 600 square centimeters. $11 for the page. Well done. Tangent is correct. That's called a chord. 7.9 is correct. That is what you're trying to draw there is parallel. Parallel, which I messed the spelling up. What you're looking for is to get your ruler, line one of the lines on your rulers up with that, and then this edge will be at right angles to it, and right angles is in maths perpendicular, so that's the line that you're looking for, one that's 90 degrees. So you don't get that mark. So here you're saying 43 and 7, well that is 50, but each square represents 6 square meters, so you've got 50 squares. Then you would do 50 times 6 equals 300 square meters. So your method of counting the squares is right, but you haven't gone on to finish answering that question. So 3 marks on that page. That's good. Take a look how I go through that on the video clip, something that you should be able to do. 6 out of 10 is correct, but these two are also equivalent to 0.6, so you haven't got enough of them right to get a mark for that. That one's correct, and a quarter is right. That's wrong. It would be 10 over 40, not 40 over 10, but you've then correctly written the right fraction there to save yourself. That's right. That's right. Now with this one, 6 is correct, 11 is correct, 20 is correct, 18 is correct. These two are wrong. That should be 7, because 11 and 7 make 18, and then you make a mistake from there. But you will get 2 out of 3 because most of what you've done is right, and that one little slip up then causes you to go wrong. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 for the page. It isn't add 5, it's add 4, which is what you've done. For some reason you've written down that. Divide by 3 is correct. Cost plus T is not right. That's not right. So if you want to change 400 pence, if you want to write 400 pence in pounds, you know it's £4. So what have you done to the 400 to make it 4? You've divided by 100. So what you're looking for there is T divided by 100. So this is saying her age on the June the 9th 2002. Well, that was 10 years ago, so you'd be taking 10 off that, not adding it on. X is 6 is correct. 8 is correct. This one is wrong. It isn't add 3x, it's x add 3, or 3 add x. 58 is the range, that is the mean. Well done, well recovered. And 37 and 58 is also correct. So you got your 6 marks there. 6, 8, 10 for that page. 6.3 centimeters is correct, but why then have you multiplied by 6, not 6.3? So your measurement is correct, your method of multiplying by 8 is correct, but your answer is wrong because you've just rounded it off. Bearings, take a look how I go through that on the video clip. It's something that you can probably practice yourself, and there's plenty of questions on the website as well. 1200 divided by 60 is 20. So 2 markers to mark paper A, which is correct, and 4 markers to mark paper B. So that's all correct. What you then haven't said is how many altogether. So we've got that right, we got this right, but you haven't added them together, and your communication is not brilliant. You're not explaining what this is meaning, but you would probably get 1 for that. 1 out of 2. So 3, 6, 8 for that page. Constructions are something that we will be practicing in the next couple of weeks. When you divide that, so a calculator, 85000 divided by 540, oh, that's in the light, 2 decimal places, that's going to be 41 because the next digit is higher than 5. So 157.41 is what they're looking for there, not 40. So you will lose 1 mark for rounding incorrectly. Well done, excellent with that. So 6 for the page. Right. So you've done 434 times 1.85. So distance is speed times time. So what you've done there, that's turning it into kilometers per hour. And then the distance is that times time. So that's the speed. You haven't worked out what the time is. So 7 hours 45 minutes, but you have to turn that into a decimal. 45 minutes on your calculator. You've got a time button, which is this one here, so you would put in 7 hours 45 minutes and press equals, and that turns it into a decimal. So the time is 7.75. So you'll have 1 mark for working out the speed in kilometers per hour, but then you haven't gone anywhere with it. So 1 mark for that page, and then from there you've either run out of time or found them too difficult, and they are quite hard at the end of this paper. As I said earlier, it's a tougher paper than the first one you did last week. So let's see how you've got on then, Morgan. 11, 14, 16, 25, 35, 43, 49, 50. So 50 marks is a D. It's about 8 marks off a grade C. If you go through that, there are quite a few questions there where you could fairly easily pick up those 8 marks. So not bad.